call is being recorded.
Good morning, my Akana family. Listen, Coach Dan, Pastor Dan has been in a marathon since I came back from South Africa. I bring you greetings all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Um, Within about right now, a conference is starting. I'll be here until Friday. Then I'm flying out to Orlando, and from Orlando, Naples, and then I'll be back home at the first of the month. But I had to pull away because, as we know, that I've had some moments where, unfortunately, I've had to miss. Um, and one thing that I've realized, and one thing I am realizing, and one thing I've shared is that every day is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And a lot of times we waste our days. We waste our days on things that is non-productive. I have a thing in my office with my team is is twofold. One, show me your pictures of progress, and number two, show me your productivity activity. Show me your productivity activity. Don't show me your activity. Show me your productivity activity. What does that look like? Because your activity could be distinctly different than your productivity. Does this make sense to you? And how many of you ever found yourself in situations where you've had a busy day, but you didn't have a productive day? How many of you found yourselves in situations where the day ended and it felt like you didn't get anything accomplished? It felt like you didn't get anything done. How many of you have had moments and opportunities whereby you said to yourself, you wish you could get that day back? And part of it is because you didn't have, you was not, watch this, the pilot of your day. At best, you was the co-pilot. And the reason you wasn't the pilot of your day because you did not dictate the direction that you were going. You facilitated whatever direction you were in. And that's the difference when you are an entrepreneur, when you are a business owner, when you are a leader, you are giving the directions. And the first person you got to lead is you. The first person you have to learn how to facilitate and master is you. You have to come to a place where you can be your own master, where you master the power of being a you. Listen, I'm trying to master the power of being me. And then mastering the power of being me, because guess what? Me got power. And I want to say this to you guys, you got power. You got power, you got ability, you got capacity, you got competency, you got capability. But the question is, how are you mastering you? Many people, they spend a lot of money to pay to get into these masters roundtables. I've sat in rooms where, and thank God I've never had to pay this kind of money, but I've sat in rooms at master roundtables where people are paid 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 to be in the room. And these roundtables are beneficial to a certain point. But these round tables that you are that you many times you participate in is you're hearing how one individual mastered being themselves. And then what they do is take the principles of mastery and they teach those principles to you. And have any of you ever spent a bunch of money going into different rooms or things of that nature, and you got the same information that somebody else got, but by the time you tried to apply that stuff, it didn't work for you? And the reason it didn't work for you is because you had not figured out, you had learned how to master you yet. And because you have not learned how to master you yet, You try to take principles of somebody else. You try to take, I'm so sorry, y'all. I went to a quiet room and they come in, they talk fussing. Um, so at the end of the day, as I get back, what I want you to understand is that it is essential that you find yourself in a position where you learn mastering you. Now, here's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you several principles that you must identify in being able to become the master of me. And matter of fact, if we was in a church room, or if we was in the room together, a conference room, whatever room we were in, one of the things I would say to you is, say, I'm about to become a master of me. I'm going to master me. And when you master you, let me tell you what that means. You're not just mastering your productivity, you're mastering your mindset, you're mastering your emotions, you're mastering your ability, you're mastering your skill set. You're engaged in personal development. I said to you a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, I said to you that I was going to be enrolling in a dual doctorate program to get an MBA and then bridge it for a DBA. Said that a long time ago, maybe about 3 months, 4 months ago. And I'm not doing it because I need to get a degree. I'm not doing it because I'm trying to get a job. I'm doing it because I want to master being me. So what is this degree in? What are these degrees in? One is in um, MBA, that deals with finance, that deals with all of those type of things because of what I do in real estate and business. But the other one is a DBA, a Doctor of Business Administration, with emphasis on organizational and strategic leadership. Now, why is that so significant? That is so significant for this reason, because all of the spaces I'm in, I'm either doing business or I'm doing leadership. This week, I am focused on leadership. I'm training, developing leaders, I'm engaging with leaders. And so as a result, I want to become a master at doing it. Are you hearing me? One of the other things that you're going to have to be good, and if you're going to master yourself effectively, you got to know yourself. You got to know your flaws. You got to know your insecurities. And if you say on this line, I don't have any insecurities, then you already lost sight of your true self. You got to know your flaws. You got to know your insecurities. You got to know those things that's not so good about you. And then you got to figure out how to deal with it and how to live with it. Because what I've learned about my stuff is that I can't, all of my stuff ain't going away. Now, I don't know about y'all. Y'all may have y'all stuff, and over time it go away. Listen, I got some stuff like Paul said. I didn't ask God to remove it from me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 times, and I still got to deal with this thorn in my flesh. But because I recognize that I got it, then that thorn won't have me. Are y'all seeing this? And know what my triggers are. Know I know what my triggers are. I know the things that will cause me to shrink back. And so it's all of these things in mastering you that's going to help you to become a better person, a better business owner, a better business builder, because you understand your strengths. Listen, I have been a part in my younger years. I had been a part of probably about 4 or 5 uh, MLMs, social selling, multi-level marketing organizations. And in every one of them, I rose to the top. And I rose to the top 25, top 10, things of that nature, recruited, the number 2 or number whatever guy in different organizations. I've done that. But guess what I knew about myself? Now, I've never said this to anybody, but I'm saying it to you guys. I'm saying it right now. I'm going to show you myself. Never rose to the top as a recruiter. I rose to the top as a presenter. I rose to the top as a producer, meaning the ability to sell the product. I can sell it at one. You put me in a room, can sell it through my presentation, but I was never really the guy that did a bunch of recruiting. And the reason why is because of an insecurity that I have and that I still struggle with and fight through today. I don't like being told no. I can't, I struggle with rejection. Though I struggle with it, I am working with it so that it won't kill me. Because if you're not good, if you're not careful, rejection could take you out. It'll shut you down. It will shut you up. It will cause you to shrink up when you're supposed to be standing out. Are y'all hearing me? So what did I do? I learned how to master me in presenting. I learned you put 100 people in a room, I'm going to be able to close at least 60, 70, sometimes 80% of that room. That's how I got with a position with O'Connor. Broker the deal. Put me in your room for your first Super Saturday. Let's see what happens. Are y'all getting this? So I found my strengths. I understood my weaknesses. I brought on people that could help me supplement. So whereas I wasn't a big recruiter, you know what I did? I brought in big recruiters. Y'all go recruit. Bring them to me. I'll close them. And then within various organizations that I was in, people will pay me to do their presentations. And that's how I started moving out of being the guy that sold to the guy that was starting to train. But it was mastering me. And I need you to get to that point as you continue to grow in life, grow in relationship, business relationship, personal relationship. You have to come to a place where you know thyself and you accept thyself, flaws and all. But you don't live your life based on your limitations. Are you hearing me? You live your life based on your expectations. Let me say that one. Some of us, we live our lives based on our limitations. Well, when you do that, you'll always be limited. And then there's others that live their lives based on expectations. I'm the one that lives my life based on what I expect, not based on what I'm limited by. And I won't even allow myself to limit me from pursuing what I am expecting to see. Don't allow yourself to be the reason for your fall or for your inability to rise. You're going to make a mistake. You're going to miss the mark. You're going to mess up. You're going to have months where you didn't do as well. But when you master you know how to recover. Your recovery game is strong. We have some political people that you would have thought, based on all of the stuff that they dealt with, you would have thought that they would have sucked by now. They would have been taken out by now. But the reality is they've learned how to master themselves. And as a result, they learned how to move based on what they expect. Whether we like it or not, we've seen it done at a successful level. I want you to be the best you that you could ever be. But that means you got to know you. You got to be cool with you. You got to be down with you. And one of the things I like about Kathy when I hear her talk, she knows herself. She's down with herself. She's cool with herself. As a result, that she can have the ability to be herself. And those are the first stages of mastering myself. Well, listen, I had to walk away because I had 4 people looking at me saying it's time. But I wanted to make certain that I jumped on this call. I hope me jumping on was helpful for you to take the jump. And that taking that jump is taking ownership of you. All right? Until next time, as always, prosper and be blessed.
Thank
Kathy?
you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. And you're right. I do know myself. I am really cool with myself. I enjoy my company and I am mastering myself. I learn something about me every day. And I encourage everybody to do the same. Find out what your strengths are and play those up, guys. And when you come across your limitations, don't fret about it. Don't trip about it. Increase your skill set and get someone in your circle that has the skill set that you lack. Okay. And maybe you can bring something to the table with them. You guys can partner up and blow up. Right. So thank you so much, Dan, for what you've done there. Dr. Betty, would you like to unmute and talk about 360 Lord have mercy, my brain just died. The 360 certified call today. If you want to start Dr. Betty. She might not be able to answer us. I know she's super busy, so she might be in the middle of something while she's listening to the call. But today is 360 certified call. If you are in that group, you have the link. It is the same. So you'll get a chance to hear from our medical panel on specific subjects. You get to ask live questions. Guys, remember that's 360 certified is a great way for you to get your customers even more engaged, your distributors on your team back engaged, and really getting them information that's going to help them, and they will be able to be more plugged in once they have that detailed, individualized information. So thank you guys for your time and attention today. Rebounding is after this call, and we will see you next time tomorrow on the call. Have a great Akana day. Bye for now.